Don't let sciatica pain keep you from being active. Check out these 5 safe exercises to keep you moving and feeling great. Hey guys, Dr. Christy Ennis. Today, motion is lotion for our backs. You're gonna wanna grab some light weights, not heavy because that doesn't tend to feel great on the back. And we are going to start with some standing exercises. So I'm gonna face this opposite way. I'm taking this leg and I'm adding a little tap as I do a little bit of a bicep curl. Now I'm also squeezing into those glutes and squeezing into those abs to make sure that I have as little motion through the trunk as possible. Because you don't want to do this. I'm sure just by looking at that, you can see that that probably wouldn't feel great on your back. And when my back is bothering me, I can tell you that it does not. And this is usually my very first go-to exercise. Now, if you find that this little leg motion is bothering you though, you certainly can just stay right with that bicep curl. I have found, however, that with my patients, most people tend to do better with a little bit of extension in through the back. And so bringing this leg backwards like that actually gives you a little bit of that. So see if it helps make you feel good too. And we're gonna do just one more on the other side and then we're moving on to the next one. Still using those same weights, no leg motion this time. We're gonna take and gently squeeze those shoulder blades together and you're gonna bring those arms behind you. So I'm extending those arms, working in through those shoulders, and again, getting a little tiny bit of extension for that spine. So you stay as neutral or in the middle as you need to feel good, but still be able to work a little bit. We're also keeping our arms relatively close to our sides and not overhead because a lot of times that puts strain through the back as well. Again, another one you can do actually, if it bothers you to stand, you can go ahead and do this one sitting. But if you're like me at all, standing certainly feels better than sitting does when this is bothering me. We're gonna get 2 more like this. And then we've got 1 more standing one to do. I lied, 1 more. And then 1 more standing one. Exercise 3 requires a sturdy wall, and I'm taking my fabulous fish sheet because I don't slide very well on this wall. So I'm putting this against the wall, back goes flat against the wall. You're gonna walk those feet out, again, keeping that back flat, and then you're gonna have a seat. Oh, I think I'm ruining my mermaid back there, and push all the way back up. So you go down as far as you can, again, keeping that back supported, working those big leg muscles. But make sure that you can get back up. I know that sounds kind of funny, but believe it or not, it definitely happens. Especially if you don't have anybody with you, you want to make sure you can get back up again. The other option for this one is that you can go ahead and hold it too, right? You've probably seen that done for a lot of skiers, the lovely wall sit. Your choice here. I find that this tends to be just a little bit easier to start with, but everybody's body is a wee bit different. And again, it's okay if you can't go down very far, even if that means you just go down to here and back up. You're still working, right? We've got 1 more to do, and then we've got some ground or bed stuff. Last 2 to go, and they are on the ground or on the bed. I know it can be really uncomfortable to get on the ground when this darn thing flares up, so feel free to do these in bed. And if these bother you at all, just stick with the standing ones to start. So hands and knees position, or quadruped as it's called, shoulders stacked over those wrists. We're gonna take 1 leg and we're gonna go right straight back, okay? Watch that head position so you don't hurt your neck. But it's just almost a little slide. And actually, if this is too much to lift that whole leg, if you do take a paper plate or a paper towel, my foot happens to slide on this mat, and actually work on truly sliding it, it's a little bit less pressure, but you're still using those abdominal muscles. So with this, make sure that you are very careful that you're not arching through the spine and that you're not tilting from one side to the other. If you find that this one is okie dokie and not causing any pain, you can go ahead and try to add an opposite arm in with that leg. So it looks like this. Arm. And then alternating as well. Just again, be careful. This is definitely a lot more challenging, so it's not a problem if you want to stick with that other one. Pay attention to how this feels on your shoulder too. Sometimes it feels better for me to actually keep my thumb up, and I think I arched a little bit there, so I lifted too high. So again, even if that just means that you just lift a little, there's nothing wrong with that either. And I'm gonna do 1 more on each side here, and then we're going on to our backs. Last one, lying on the back. If you need to, you can put a little pillow underneath here, or again, if it's just not comfortable, just avoid this one. But you want to make sure that your spine is in a place where it feels comfortable. Once you're there, whether it's a little arch or a little flat, think about gently activating those abs by kind of pulling that belly button in, just gently, still breathing. And then we're adding a little march in. So it's one leg and then the other. I oftentimes will have people put their hands right on their hips to make sure that they're not dipping and causing some discomfort in through that spine. If you're doing this correctly, you should not feel this in your back. So usually this is a great ab one to start with because it's a very small motion and we can really concentrate on keeping everything nice and steady and sturdy where it's in its happy place, hopefully. And look at that, I'm already breathing hard a little bit. Now, if this does feel great for you, all of them, please feel free to start with just one set, and then if again it feels good, you can go ahead and add another set in or even a third set if it really feels good. But listen to your body, right? You're healing right now. We want to keep you strong and healthy and not cause more pain for sure. And we have one more on each leg. Awesome, well done.